Hey guys, this is Nick with PhoneArena and I'm here at IFA 2015 where the Sony Xperia Z5 Compact just got announced. It's a lot like a Z5, just smaller, the kind of phone that you just cannot find anymore. It's a great handset with excellent design and hardware specs, but in a compact form factor. So this is how big the Xperia Z5 Compact actually is. Operating it with a single hand is really no problem whatsoever. The phone weighs 138 grams, it is 8.9 millimeters thick, it is 127 millimeters tall, and it's 65 millimeters wide. Quite a compact handset. Speaking of the design of the Xperia Z5 Compact, the front and the back sides of the device are made of glass. This is the new frosted finish that Sony is using, and this is the white version that we have here, but the phone also comes in yellow, red and gray. The front is also made of glass, as we mentioned earlier. Also on the front we have a pair of speakers, stereo speakers on the front for great sound while watching videos and playing games. Here at the front we have a 5 megapixel camera and your proximity sensor. At the bottom, just your on-screen navigation buttons. Here on the left side of the device we have the slot where the micro SD card resides. This is also where you put your SIM card. Down at the bottom we have the charging port, the micro USB port, as well as the microphone. And here at the right side of the device we have the power key, volume keys and a dedicated two-stage camera shutter. One cool thing about the power key is that it houses a built-in fingerprint scanner. You can unlock your phone using your fingerprint, which is really cool, a really nice security measure, and we appreciate having it on the Xperia Z5 Compact. And here at the top of the device we have a 3.5mm headphone jack. The screen on the Sony Xperia Z5 Compact measures 4.6 inches in diagonal. Not bad for a phone that's advertised as a compact one, and it fits the front side really well. It occupies a lot of the front side of the device. The resolution is 720p, 720 by 1080. Not groundbreaking by any means, but for a phone of this size it's actually pretty good, and the pixel density is quite decent. It's an LCD display with Sony's Luminous technology, and also many image-enhancing algorithms have been thrown in for better pictures, better, sharper images. In terms of hardware, you get a top-notch processor inside your Sony Xperia Z5 Compact. We have the Snapdragon 810, which is an octa-core 64-bit system on chip with great performance. You also get 2 GB of RAM alongside the Snapdragon 810. Not much, but not a low amount by any means. Here we have Android 5.1 running, and the Snapdragon 810 has no troubles just flying through the interface. There are no hiccups, no lags whatsoever. One key selling point of the Sony Xperia Z5 Compact is the 23 megapixel camera, which is probably the best that Sony has put on one of its smartphones so far. One of the best things about it is the really fast autofocus. Sony is claiming that this camera should be able to focus in as low as 0.03 seconds, which is quite remarkable. This is the camera interface. By default you launch in Superior Auto mode, which configures all the camera settings for you, but you have a ton of modes that you can play with, including a manual mode, which allows you to configure the setting of the scene manually. It's configured by yourself depending on the shooting environment. You can change the white balance in case you need to compensate the exposure that is required, enable HDR when you think that it should be enabled, and all that cool stuff. Now, a compact smartphone does not mean a small battery. Inside the Sony Xperia Z5 Compact we have a 2700 mAh battery, which is pretty decent for a phone of this size. And considering that Sony smartphones have always had great power management features implemented in their software, we are quite optimistic about the battery life of the Sony Xperia Z5 Compact. And this was the Sony Xperia Z5 Compact from IFA 2015. This is Nick with PhoneArena. For more of the latest news from IFA 2015, just visit our website, phonearena.com.